This is my audience. They'll be sitting behind the webcam. According to the National Registry of Exonerations, over a quarter of wrongful convictions have been caused by eyewitness misidentification. Eyewitness identification is often used in trials to convict the suspect, though it is unreliable. According to the California Innocence Project, 1 in 4 testimonies are incorrect. Although eyewitness identification is highly regarded by the jury, just under DNA evidence. Eyewitness identification should not be used to convict because of the unreliability of memories, the effects of trauma on memories, and the importance placed on eyewitness testimony in a trial. Memories were always thought of as constant, unchanging. However, recent research has challenged this belief. A postdoctoral fellow at Northwestern University said, "A memory is not simply an image produced by time traveling back to the original event. It can be an image that is somewhat distorted because of the prior times you remembered it." Memory is disrupted with each recall, though outside sources can disrupt the memory further, such as biased questions. In an investigation during a lineup, there can be many biasing factors, such as all of the people looking similar except for the suspect, or all of the races of everyone in the lineup except for the suspect being the same. In one instance, in an article published by the New York Times, shackles were left on the suspect, but he was the only one wearing them. Subtle suggestions like these can cause poor memory recall and can cause individuals to reorganize their memories. In studies published by the journal entitled Memory, victim and bystanders can change their sentiment and details of their traumatic experiences to become detached from their experiences, causing memories to be affected. Eyewitness identification is heavily relied upon in trials, particularly those who have no physical evidence, although juries are largely unaware of the inaccuracies in memory. In an article published by the Innocence Project, 377 people had been exonerated, 259 of which were convicted by eyewitness identification. You may say that reform is the best option. However, when a couple of years ago New Jersey implemented new instructions to be given to their jurors with information about the unreliability of memories, according to the National Public Radio, they were found to be too skeptical and hesitant to convict if they convicted at all. In 1992, the Innocence Project was founded by Barry Scheck and Peter Neufeld. They founded this organization in order to exonerate those who had been wrongly convicted and to implement changes in the government. Kirk Bloodsworth was the first man to be exonerated by DNA evidence. He was sentenced to 9 years in prison on death row for the rape and murder of a young girl in Maryland. Witnesses came forward and said that they had seen him with the girl when they had seen him with the girl, but were unable to pick him out of the lineup. He often said, "If it could happen to me, it could happen to anyone." Currently the U.S. court system allows for many error and biases in there. Okay. 2018 alone, there were 151 exonerations from past mistakes. Eyewitness identification is unreliable because of the changes in memory recall, the impacts of trauma on memories, and the degree to which the jury relies upon eyewitness testimony. After all, the witness only sees the suspect for a matter of moments. So I have a final question. Can you describe the appearances of Barry Scheck and Peter Neufeld?